Before we begin, please hit a like and subscribe.
You are now tuned in to the Dark Cabinet Files, where hidden history, forbidden science, and unanswered questions are reviewed. And this is what we found. Nikola Tesla was one of the most brilliant minds of the modern age, an inventor, an engineer, and visionary whose ideas helped build the electrical world we now live in today. Alternating current, wireless transmission, remote control technologies that power cities and defined civilization. Yet when Tesla died in 1943, he did so all alone and nearly broke, living in a hotel room, feeding pigeons. That contradiction between world-changing genius and quiet outcast is where this story truly begins. Tesla was born in 1856 during a violent lightning storm. Some of his family say the midwife called him a child of darkness, but his mother disagreed, calling him a child of light. Whether legend or coincidence, electricity would define his life. As a child, Tesla experienced vivid visions and powerful mental imagery. Images so real, he later said he can build entire machines in his mind before ever even touching a tool. Tragedy struck early when his older brother died in an accident, and an event that many believe intensified his inner world. Tesla studied engineering in Europe, showing exceptional talent, but his life was marked by illness and instability. He nearly died from cholera in his 20s. His father, who had wanted him to enter the priesthood, finally agreed to let him pursue engineering, a decision that would quietly reshape the entire world. In 1884, Tesla arrived in the United States with almost nothing. He worked briefly for Thomas Edison, but the two men clashed, not just personally, philosophically. Edison promoted direct current. Tesla believed alternating current was superior. Their rivalry escalated into what became as the War of the Currents. Tesla eventually partnered with George Westinghouse. Alternating current won. Niagara Falls was harnessed, and cities lit up. The modern electrical grid was born. For a time, Tesla was a celebrity. He dazzled audiences with demonstrations of high voltage electricity, creating lightning with his Tesla coil. Newspapers called him a wizard. Investors listened, but success never lasted. In 1895, Tesla's New York laboratory burned to the ground, destroying years of work. Later, his most ambitious project, Wardenclyffe Tower, collapsed when funding was withdrawn. The tower was designed not just for communication, but for the wireless transmission of energy itself. According to Tesla, power could be sent through the earth and the air. Investors, including J.P. Morgan, reportedly lost interest when it became clear the system could not be easily metered and therefore could not be easily sold. From that point forward, Tesla's fortune declined. He lost patent battles, most famously in radio, where credit went to Guglielmo Marconi. Tesla would be vindicated by the U.S. Supreme Court, but only after his death. In his final decades, Tesla lived in hotels, growing increasingly isolated. He developed strict rituals involving cleanliness and numbers. He withdrew from human relationships, forming an emotional attachment to pigeons, especially one white pigeon he claimed meant everything to him. Then, in January 1943, Tesla died, and almost immediately, the US government stepped in. Tesla's hotel room was sealed. His notes, papers, and personal safes were seized by the Office of Alien Property, a wartime agency tasked with securing materials belonging to foreign nationalists. Tesla, though a long U.S. resident, was considered an enemy alien due to his birth region during World War II. The official explanation was national security. Of course. Tesla had claimed to be working on a device he called Teleforce, sometimes referred to as a death ray, though he described it as a defensive weapon capable of stopping war by making invasion impossible. He claimed it could disable aircraft from hundreds of miles away. After his death, the FBI requested an evaluation of Tesla's seized papers. That review was conducted by an MIT engineer who concluded the materials were largely speculative, philosophical, or just incomplete. Still, questions remain. According to records, only about 60 of Tesla's roughly 80 trunks of material were returned to his family. The whereabouts of the remaining trunks has never been publicly clarified. Some believe those missing files contain workable designs. Others believe they held nothing at all, but the absence itself has fueled decades of speculation. Among the most persistent theories is the idea that Tesla had discovered a method for free wireless energy, a technology that, if real, would have threatened the existence of power structures built on fuel, infrastructure, and control. Other theories suggest Tesla was experimenting with propulsion systems that required no traditional engines, ideas later linked by some to secret anti-gravity research or unidentified aerial phenomena. There are also claims that Tesla's work on resonance could be adapted for weather manipulation or seismic activity. Theories often connected to modern programs like HARP, despite no direct evidence linking the two. Tesla himself spoke of machines that could photograph your thoughts. Tesla was working during wartime. His materials were seized by the government. Some were never publicly accounted for. And his ideas, once ridiculed, have a history of becoming reality decades later. The official record says nothing revolutionary was lost. But the story people can't let go of is this. If Tesla was wrong about everything, why was so much taken? And if he was right about even one thing, what was never returned? That's the story. But more importantly, what do you believe?
To hear more from the Dark Cabinet Files, hit a like and subscribe.